this is the kitchen. It has a different feel to it. Almost as if there's no magic. It's okay. Oh, hello there. My name is Callum. I'm from Katolis, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all how to make my siblings' favorite food or treat, which are called Jelly Tarts. Oh, as well as Bates' favorite treat as well. So we're going to go ahead and wash our hands, put on our aprons, and get started. I got the lovely apron that was hanging up there, and I've got all the ingredients we need to make the jelly tarts. So in our big bowl we have 1.5 cups of flour, just regular all-purpose flour. Into this mixture I'm going to add 1/2 cup of sugar. Almost dropped it. Don't want to add the bowl. That to the side, and then we have 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So you're going to mix all 3 of those ingredients together until they're well blended. So now that those ingredients are nicely mixed, it's kind of hard to tell and see, but I think they're well mixed together. We're going to be adding cream cheese, about 3 ounces of cream cheese, and 1/2 cup of butter, which is just 1 stick of butter. And with the cream cheese and the butter, I should have mentioned this first, and I'm just now remembering, you do want to make sure you pull them out a bit earlier before you get all set up and dressed for the day. You want to make sure that you get them out so that they can soften up a bit. So into here we're going to add our 3 ounces of cream cheese. Hopefully you won't see that mess on the table. I'm just going to dump that in there, as well as the 1/2 stick of butter. 1/2 cup. I'm going to be using this thing. I have never seen something like this before, so hopefully I can do this. Alright, here we go. Mix away. Things are getting messy, which means we're getting serious up in here. So thankfully magic is a little bit less messy than baking. But so what we have here is some crumbly, not quite dough. We're about to make it into dough form with the help of some lovely water. Now we got a nice little crumbly mixture going. We have 3 tablespoons of cold water. And what I like to do is I like to add just a little bit at a time while I'm mixing. And if we need to add more, that's fine. But we're going to start with 3 tablespoons of cold water. I'm just going to turn this off for a minute. So it definitely dampened the dough. I can see like the dough forming on like the beaters and stuff, but I'm just going to use a spatula. You can use a spoon, whatever's handy for you. I'm just going to continue mixing this up until a dough forms. So I'm actually cheating. I'm actually just using my hands just to form the bowl, and it's actually really soft. I was surprised. I was like, it's probably crumbly, you know, it might be a little bit greasy because of the butter, but it's actually really soft. So I'm gonna take this out. We're not gonna be forming it quite yet, but we have our mixture. This is a new primal stone dough, the baker's dough. So what we're actually going to do is we're gonna split this in half. Just kidding, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna split this in half, and then we're gonna flatten it. Just kind of, again, use your hands. We're gonna like flatten it a little bit. Just a little bit, because we're gonna have to plastic wrap it. 2 flat pieces of dough, and what we're gonna do is we're going to put each of them into a plastic wrap, so that way they'll be ready for the feed. There we have 2 pieces of flattened dough. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to place both of these into the refrigerator, and we're gonna let them chill for a little bit for up to 3 hours. I know it's a long time, but thankfully I have my spell book and some new spells to practice while we wait. So we'll see these in a couple of hours. Right, it's been a few hours. These are definitely well chilled. They're very cold to the touch. Glad I got my gloves on, just in case. But for now, we're going to unwrap these. I'm gonna sprinkle the surface with some flour and we're gonna roll them out. And while we're doing that, I went ahead and preheated our oven. If you're definitely on the younger side, you might wanna have an adult help you as well. But I went ahead and preheated the oven to 375. So let's get rolling. Ready, Bait?
Aww.
You ready? I went ahead and took off my gloves so I didn't get too messy, but I'm also gonna flour up my rolling pin. So we've got that handy. We're just gonna work one at a time. So we want these to be rolled out into a 1/8 inch thickness. Good. Flour everywhere. Now we gotta make the iconic circle shapes before we do triangle shapes. And what you can do is you can use a cookie cutter. I like to use the end of a glass. Make sure to add some flour so the dough doesn't stick. And we're just gonna make some circles. So let's see. There we go. A few of these and then nice little circly shapes, and then we're gonna add that to the pan. And I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing this for a bit. And we'll move on to our next step. So we did a little bit of cleaning up as well. Oh my gosh, this is scarf. I hate that. Let's go. Did a little bit of cleaning up, but we have our little tart, doughy tarts, and we're gonna be adding some strawberry jelly into the center of the tarts. That is King Ezrin's favorite filling. So we're just gonna add just like half a teaspoon in the center each. Actually, we're just gonna do two. One for me and one for Bait, so then I'll do the rest. And then get sticky jelly everywhere. Oh! It's already begun. Okay, back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're gonna make the triangle shape. Not remembering if that's too much. I'm telling about the baker. Alright, so we got jelly in the center. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take one side, fold it in, take the other side, just kind of. And then the last side, and you kind of want to pinch it because you don't want the jelly to go anywhere. Intense concentration, but there's something. Let me come closer, away from Bait. Can't eat instead of Bait, but something like this. So you kind of want to pinch. Here, I'll go get another one. Yours looks much smaller on the tray now. Okay, so here we go. You ready? I'm going to take one side, start at the bottom. So that way too, the jelly's not going onto the floor. So one side, and then go to the other side. Oh my gosh. It does get messy, but it's okay. And then, I don't think it's big enough. Oh my gosh. I don't know what this one's doing. This one wants to be different. That's okay. Different's good. That one's fine. Bait will still eat it, but let's see. This one doesn't have enough jelly, but maybe that's the key. So I'm just gonna start at the bottom because I don't want it falling on the ground. But we have this. And I'm just gonna pinch it, go over, pinch it again. Trying to get the triangle shape. There we go. Make sure that jelly's not going anywhere. It's staying inside the tart, so there you have it. The first one came out so well. Beginner's luck. But we're gonna keep crafting these. Practice makes perfect, so it doesn't matter what way, Bait's gonna eat them all before we even get a chance. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish adding these jelly tarts. I'll show you what the results are before we bake them. Alright, babe, we got 2 trays, one for me, one for you. So not bad for a beginner, for a first take and doing all this and stuff. So now we're going to bake them. We're gonna put them in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes until they're nicely lightly brown on the outside and they start smelling really, really good. So keep an eye on your little toads. So we've got our jelly tarts all piping hot from the oven. So place that down. So you do need to let them cool for a little bit. So you can let them cool on the tray or in about a minute or so. I'm gonna put them on here to cool. Aww. Yes, babe, we do need to let them cool down before we eat them because they're very, very hot and we don't want to burn our tongues. So see these here in a little bit. And there we have from dough to jelly. All that fun waiting and everything, we now have jelly tarts. I know they don't look the best. It's my first time making them, so please be kind to me. I know I should have taken my time when forming them up, but I think this one was the first one I did, beginner's luck. So I think this is the first one I'm going to try. So, babe, you ready? Still a little bit warm. I think that's probably the best time to enjoy them, so let's go and dig in. I don't know how I was going to eat these in one go. I can like one bite is just enough. But yeah, it's very doughy. I think I made it a bit too thick. But it's nice and doughy, it's nice and sweet. And try to get a little bit of jelly. Oh yeah. These are dangerous. These are the weapons to defeat Erebos' delicious jelly tarts. So these are definitely a hit. You'll probably find them anywhere and everywhere in Katolis, especially in the bakeries. And especially if King Ezra's nearby, you're gonna find some jelly tarts and bait as well. So, yeah, so thank you for spending the morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it might be in your world in the kitchen making jelly tarts. So this is Callum signing off. Gonna go learn some new primal magic and we'll hope to see you in the kitchen next time. Bye everyone.